Come let us show you how we make our delicious candied bacon. It is so yummy and such a crowd pleaser. Candied bacon is a recipe that I get asked about all the time, and it is the easiest thing to make. Most people have the ingredients needed in their kitchen at all times. I'm going to walk you through how to make this and then talk about different ways you can use it as well. So we're going to start with a thick cut bacon. We like to use the Dailies thick cut bacon. On this, you can use thinner cut bacon. It's just going to cook a little quicker and won't have the exact punch necessarily of the bacon flavor as well. So let's open this up here. All right, we're going to have a cookie sheet lined with foil. You'll thank me later on that one because all the sugar and the honey and everything we add, you don't want to be scrubbing that off of your pan. So make sure to line it with foil. We have a rack. Any of the racks will do. This just allows the bacon to set up out of the grease and really cook evenly throughout the whole cook. Make sure to spray this really well with Pam or some kind of cooking spray so that it won't stick. So I've got brown sugar here in my Pyrex pan, and it's just the light brown sugar. And then how much you need depends on how much bacon you're doing. I'm just doing this one package here. So this is about the thickness of the bacon that we like to do. It's not too terribly thick, it's not the super thick, and it's not too terribly thin either. So I'll place it in here. I push brown sugar over the top. I'll lift it up, kind of lightly run my fingers off of it to take off some of it, and then I lay it flat. Sometimes when you're cooking bacon, you can scrunch it up, but on this you need to lay it out flat. So I'm going to do that here for the rest of them. We have our pellet smoker today running at 350 degrees. You can do this in an oven or you can do this on a smoker, it does not matter. We're just going to get those all lined out. Now what we're going to do is we've got our package of bacon here, got the brown sugar on it. I'm going to take red pepper flakes. This is a key step. Don't skip on this. It doesn't add a ton of heat to it, I promise, because you're going to come back. You've got the brown sugar already, and later I'll show you when we're going to add the honey. So you're bringing the sweet with a little bit of heat, and it's the perfect combination. So now we've got our candied bacon all ready to go in. We're going to put it on our smoker that is running at 350 degrees right now. I'm going to cook it for a total of 35 to 45 minutes. You're going to watch it and look for the crispiness. I'm going to cook it for 20 minutes. I rotate the pan. That's just me making sure that all of the bacon is cooked evenly. Okay, so 20 minutes, rotate. I'm going to put it in for another 20 minutes and look at it at that point. We're going to add the honey during the last 10 minutes of the cook. So it kind of depends on when it all starts getting crisp and browned up for you. Every oven or smoker cooks a little bit differently. So the last 10 minutes before it's done, we'll do the honey, but I'll show you that later. So let's get it on the pit. All right, so the bacon has been on for 20 minutes. I turned it and rotated it around. I put it on for another 10 minutes. Now I'm going to take it out. It's time to put the honey on it. You can take whatever kind of honey that you like. We're going to run a strip of honey down each of the strips of bacon. So don't be shy with it. This is the part I was telling you. You'll be happy that you lined your pan with foil, because otherwise, believe me, I've done this without it and it is no fun to clean. Now I'm going to put it back on the pit for another 5 to 10 minutes. This is where you're going to really have to watch it and see how it's cooking. You don't want it to get too dark or blackened looking. So whenever, it just really needs time to melt and kind of spread out on the bacon. That's really all it's doing and coating it that way. So let's get it back on the pit for another 5 or 10 minutes. All right, so the bacon has been on with the honey now for about 6 or 7 minutes, and it's looking like it's to the point that I like to pull it off at. So let's take a look. Hot tamales. I'm gonna kind of show you here. There's our bacon. This is about the level of doneness that I like. Next, what I like to do is you can use parchment paper for this, foil. I had butcher paper out here, so I just spread some out. I'm going to transfer the bacon onto this sheet to cool. I'm going to stack them individually, not on top of each other, otherwise they'll stick at this point. So I'm just gonna take these guys off and place them here to cool. The best way to store this, if you cook this ahead of time, I like to use the parchment paper for that. Sometimes I put them in Ziploc bags or foil half pans, whatever you're gonna store them in. Figure out how many you could get across the bottom and then lay a piece of parchment paper over the top of it and then do another layer. So that will keep them from sticking together. If you just lay them all out on top of each other, you'll be pulling them apart and all that yummy goodness the ratio is going to be all off on you. So we're going to let these cool. It'll take probably 15 to 20 minutes for that. All right, guys, so we have our candied bacon all finished. It is cooled, looks amazing and fantastic. It's so yummy. There's so many different ways you can use the candied bacon. We use it just to eat by itself because it's really delicious. We use it to pair with our Smokin' Magic Bloody Marys. It goes great with that. And then also, we will cut it up and put it over the top of a recipe called chocolate bacon crack. And that recipe is coming soon to YouTube, so you'll have to stay tuned and check that one out.